QR code?
It was on the side. I'm not a lefty. I eat lefties for breakfast. Second one. We both have paper because I accidentally tore out 2 pages.
So quickly to show your papers that just came. All looks good to me. Awesome. Yeah, we have our full team. Have you had a chance to fill out the QR code yet? Do this real quick. Get our picture grab.
Yeah, the 19th.
It's filling up this 45. It's filling up like 75 requirement.
All teammates in any alternate
Ninth place.
All right, welcome everyone to the intermediate semifinals. We're going to run through our quick pregame stuff like usual so we can get started ASAP. I want to start today with this round's content warning. The study of the humanities often challenges us as we examine the full range of the human experience. This Certamen round contains mentions of sexual assault and violence against humans and animals. As always, take care of yourself and reach out to your chaperones and sponsors if you need to talk about the content. All right, so is everyone in the process of filling out the Google form? Everyone's good there? Perfect. All right, let's see, so as you're filling out the code sheet, quick reminder, as always, for the audience and of course all teammates to silence any devices, any phones, anything that makes a noise. We know this room's very small. We've had a lot of experience in that even little whispers out there of people, mouthing answers to each other, asking questions about things. Sometimes the noise filters down and is distracting for our teams as they're thinking. Even or over here, if the other team, So let's keep any excess chatter to a literal minimum of 0. And we can all cheer in our heads, play along in our heads, and have the score checks we can show them a little love. All right. Also, as we know that the rounds are a little staggered, if we have any advanced players in here, we'll remind you at the 15 points to leave, but please don't leave between the score checks. The round won't start repetitive, don't worry. All right, let's do a quick buzzer check. We're gonna go down the line first. A1, A2, A3, A4, B1, B2, B3, B4, A1, C1, C2. All right, and can we have everyone buzz at once? It works. Love to see when it works. All right. Other couple quick reminders. Very important to wait until you're recognized, so make sure that your letter and number has been stated before giving your answer. You don't want your team to be disqualified or even worse, give information to another team. Also, as always, our team up here will be keeping an eye out for consultation. Remember, every toss-up is a one-on-one competition between you and me. So don't look to the side, don't look at your neighbor's paper, you don't let yourself in boredom sit like this because it looks kind of suspicious, winking, elbow nudging, anything like that. Also, audience, we have a lot of folks keeping a watch out here, so we don't need someone interrupting the question saying, consultation! If you see something suspicious, please raise your hand. I'd be happy to address your concerns, but we don't want to interrupt the flow of an active question. All right, and let's see, any other questions on the rules before the Aurelia passage? All right, here is my reading of the Aurelia passage to show you how I pronounce Latin. Aurelia, qui urbs placebat, erat in Aegypto cum familia sua candida ingenti et equo. 30 ludos magnos Iovis, in amphitheatro Alexandriae spectavant. Tandem hic ecus iratissimus domum recurrere coipit. Aurelia Anglicae dixit. You can read about the year 312 AD in history books, but can you tell us what the abbreviation OP period CIT period means? All right, any questions? Great, would you mind collecting those passages? Okay. Quick update, I think I read the wrong content warning. Violence is the only content warning in this round, so that's a positivity. All right. Let's quick reminder that only players or their captains can issue challenges during this round. We have a team of moderators working simultaneously. We'll relay any questions to them and try to get those resolved ASAP to see how the scores stand. So if I have the captain on each team raise their hand. All right, I have A2, B2, C1. Can I have any captains in the audience raise their hand? Oh, coaches? That's what I meant, coaches. Adult captains, yes. All right, so you folks will be the ones I'm looking for if there's any questions. All right, any other questions?
Yes, do you mind if I just buzz one more time to make sure it works?
A2.
Thank you.
There we go. All right, so let's take one big deep breath. Remember, it's a game. Exhale. And we're going to have an awesome round. I can't wait to see what you all know. Welcome to the Intermediate Division semifinal round. All right, we're all in the right place. I'm in the right place. Great. Toss-up number 1. For the verb aggredior, provide the feminine third-person singular perfect sub.
B2.
B2. Answer, please.
Sit.
Could you spell that last word?
S-I-T.
That's correct. Agressa sit, the perfect subjunctive form that means she might have approached. Your first bonus for Team B. Keeping everything else the same, change agressa sit to the present subjunctive so that it means she may approach.
Could you repeat it?
Keeping everything else the same, change agressa sit to the present subjunctive so that it means she may approach. Answer, please.
Aggrediator.
It is aggrediator. Close. All right. Your second bonus. Keeping everything else the same, change aggrediator to the imperfect plural so that it means they might be approaching.
This would be could you repeat?
Keeping everything else the same, change aggrediator to the imperfect plural so that it means they might be approaching.
Aggreditor.
And I need an answer.
Aggreditor.
We needed aggrederenter. All right, so that's 10 points on question 1 for Team B. Moving on to question 2 for all teams. Which of the following words is not derived from the same Latin root as the others? Construct,
B3.
Answer, please.
Instruction.
That is not correct. I'll repeat for A and C teams. Which of the following words is not derived from the same Latin root as the others? Construct, instrument, string.
C2.
Instrument.
Sorry, that's not correct. A3.
Construct.
That is not correct. Full list: construct, instrument, stringent, and structure. I was looking for stringent. All right, no points on question 2. Moving right along to toss-up 3. Previously on Aurelia, her concerned father sent his friends to scour Egypt for his daughter, not knowing she is exploring a tomb. Now, listen carefully to the following Latin passage, which I will read twice. Then, responde latine to the questions which follow. Ecce, dixit pater Aureliae, vos omnes diligentius quaerere debebatis. Iterum amici eius Aureliam invenire conati sunt, sed frustra. Nihil indicii habebant, ubi inciperent. Nunquam putaverunt Aureliam res antiquas visitaturam esse. I will repeat. Ecce dixit pater Aureliae, vos omnes diligentius quaerere debebatis. Iterum amici eius Aureliam invenire conati sunt, sed frustra. Nihil indicii habebant, ubi inciperent. Nunquam putaverunt Aureliam res antiquas visitaturam esse. The question, quo modo...
A3.
I need your answer.
Frustra.
That's not correct. The question, quo modo pater Aureliae dixit amicos quaerere debe...
B2.
Diligentius.
Diligentius is correct. All right, your first bonus for Team B. Quid nesciebant amici?
Would you repeat the line with needle?
Nihil indicii habebant, ubi inciperent. Answer please.
Ubi inciperent.
That's correct. Second bonus. Quales res delectabant Aureliam?
Would you repeat the line with antiquas?
Nunquam putaverunt Aureliam res antiquas visitaturam esse.
Repeat the question.
Quales res delectabant Aureliam? And I need an answer.
Antiquas.
I need antiquae. That's a nominative in that question. Very close. That's 15 points on question 3. All right, moving right along to toss-up 4 for all teams. At the time of his ascension, which emperor was the second oldest after Galba to be named imperator and was the first to practice adoption in choosing his...
B3.
Nerva.
That was correct. In choosing his successor. First bonus. Where were Nerva's ashes laid to rest, making him the last emperor to be interred there?
I'll defer to you. I defer to B3.
Mhm.
Mausoleum of Augustus.
That's correct. Second bonus. What natural phenomenon was said to have occurred on the day of Nerva's burial?
Earthquake.
Good guess. This was a solar eclipse. All right, that's 15 points on question 4 for Team B. Toss-up 5 for all teams. According to the Aeneid, who cornered and killed the fire-breathing giant
A1.
Hercules.
Hercules is correct. Cacus on the future site of Rome after Cacus stole some of Geryone's cattle from the hero, Hercules. First bonus for Team A. It made sense that Hercules might pass through Italy with Geryone's cattle because Erythea, Geryone's home, was believed to be in what modern-day country?
Could you repeat?
It made sense that Hercules might pass through Italy with Geryone's cattle because Erythea, Geryone's home, was believed to be part of what modern-day country? All right, answer please.
Okay, I'm just gonna say Croatia.
Good guess, this is Spain. All right, second bonus. When Hercules was passing through Liguria with the cattle and was attacked by a large force of Ligurians, what did Jupiter send from the sky, which gave Hercules weapons to fight off his attackers?
Rock rain.
Rock, you got that.
Rain of rock.
All right, defer to Eric.
Rain of rock.
That's correct. All right, that's 15 points on question 5 for Team A. let's have a score check after 5.
Team A has 15 points, Team B has 40 points, and Team C has yet to score.
Great, cheers everyone, please seat yourselves and be back if you are coming in late. As far back as possible. Whoa, look at it. These first 2 rows we're keeping empty, everyone else in the back. In the back. Okay, we're going to open up that one more row with the understanding that this is a very full room, and I mean 0 whispers, because the sounds are very distracting for our teachers. Otherwise, please filter all the way in. We have a lot of people. Middle of the row, please. We have a lot of people. We have enough seats for everyone, only if we work together though. Alright. So please remember, everyone in the audience, no streaming any of the other rounds. All your devices should be on silent mode, and I mean no whispering, mouthing answers to each other, talking. If you're in the audience, please keep it as quiet as possible. It's a very small room and there's a lot of us. You all clear? Alright. We are about to start our second quarter with toss-up number 6.
Score check?
We just did a score check, but yeah.
Sure.
You can read it.
Team A has 15, Team B has 40, Team C has yet to score.
All right. Toss-up number 6 for all teams. Using apropinquo, translate the following sentence from English to Latin. The rising sun never approaches the moon.
B2.
Sol. Orient. Lunquam. Aproping. Quad. Lunae.
That is correct. Your first bonus for Team B. Using divido with the preposition a, translate the following sentence from English to Latin. The mountains will have divided the farmer from his cows.
Repeat the sentence.
The mountains will have divided the farmer from his cows.
Okay. Mon. Te. Di. Wait. What?
Need you to continue your answer?
Okay. Di. We. Serent. Agricole. Long. Su. Os. Bo. Waste. Oh. Yeah, sorry.
It's very close. Yeah, you caught it. You need an ablative at the end, so bobus or boibus suis. Very close, though. Your second bonus. Using a comparative, translate the following sentence from English to Latin. The sailors had feared that the sea was too deep. I need you to start your answer.
Nautai. Timu. Erant. Ne. Mar. A. All. Tias.
Need you to finish?
Set.
All right, that is correct. All right, that is 15 points on question 6. All right, toss-up 7 for all teams. Responde aut Anglice aut Latine. Qui dies festus describitur. Capri pelem tenentes, viri nudi per vias currunt. Et
C1.
Lupercalia?
Recall is correct. Viri nudi per vias curunt et feminas mense februario verberant. Lupercalia. First bonus for Team C. Responde aut Anglice aut Latine. Qui dies festus describitur. Mense Maio Romani dona larvis et umbris dant.
Could you repeat the sentence?
Yeah. Responde aut Anglice aut Latine, qui dies festus describitur, mense Maio Romani dona larvis et umbris dant. I need an answer, please.
Saturnalia?
This is Lemuria. And your second bonus, responde aut Anglice aut Latine, qui dies festus describitur, mense Decembri domini servi serviunt, et Romani dona inter se dant.
Saturnalia.
Saturnalia, that's 15 points on question 7 for Team C. All right, toss up 8 for all teams. In his search for Tiresias, Odysseus first encounters whose shade?
A1.
Elpenor is correct. Who asks his former captain to bury him on Aiaia because he had fallen off Circe's roof. The first bonus for Team A. Upon finding Tiresias, Odysseus learns that he can reach home with his crew intact if he can keep them from doing what on the island of Thrinacia?
Alright, alright. Defer to Eric.
Eating the cows of Helios.
Being the cattle of Helios, yes. Second bonus. According to the Odyssey, where does Tiresias predict Odysseus' death will come from?
The sea.
The sea. I know it's on you. Alright, defer to Eric.
The sea.
The C is correct. All right, that is 20 points for Team A on question 8. Toss up 9 for all teams. Distinguish in meaning between the Latin words quidam and
B2.
Quidam is a certain and quidam is indeed.
That's correct, between quidam and quidam. Bonus 1. Distinguish in meaning among the Latin words quisque, quisquam, and quoniam.
Would you repeat?
Distinguish in meaning among the Latin words quisque, quisquam, and quoniam.
I don't know the second one. Quisque is. Wait. Quisque might be each. The second. What's the second one? Quisquam could be whatever. Last one is because.
Oh, answer please. Need your answer immediately.
Quoniam is because quisque is each and quisquam is whoever.
I can't take whoever. Quisquam is anyone or someone. It appears I can't take whoever. So that's 5 points on bonus 1. Your second bonus. Distinguish in meaning among the Latin words unde, usque, and undique.
Repeat the list.
Unde, usque, and undique.
Unde from where, usque anywhere, and then undique on all sides. No objection. Okay. Unde means from where, usque is anywhere, and undique is on all sides.
I do not think usque means any everywhere. That's ubique. Usque is all the way to.
Oh, sorry.
So that's very close. That's 15 points on question 9 for Team B. All right, toss up 10 for all teams. What Republican Roman commander escaped a charge of perduelio due to his family's high status after he lost 93 of 120 ships?
B3.
Asinos?
Not correct.
A2.
Publius Clodius Pulcher.
Could you spell the second name?
Claudius Claudis. IUS.
Is that what you originally said?
It's not.
Thank you for being honest. C1?
Publius Claudius Pulcher.
That's correct. It's Claudius Pulcher, not Claudius Pulcher. All right, that for team. Okay, let me finish the toss-up. High status after he lost 93 of 120 ships in 249 BC at the disaster of Drepana. Claudius Pulcher. First bonus for Team C. What Carthaginian admiral met Claudius's navy at sea and forced the front line of Rome's forces to flee, causing ships to crash into one another?
Hasdrubal.
Good guess, this is out of her ball. And your second bonus, in the same year, what co-consul of Polker was defeated at Cape Passaro by the Punic admiral Carthalo?
Could you repeat the toss-up question, please?
What Republican Roman commander escaped a charge of perduelio due to his family's high status after he lost 93 of 120 ships in 249 BC at the disaster of Drepana? I need an answer.
Scipio Aemilianus.
Not quite, this is Lucius Junius Polus. All right, 10 points on question 10 for Team C. Alrighty, let's get a score check after 10.
Team A has 35 points, Team B has 70 points, and Team C has 25.
Any quick changes? Advanced teams, if you'd like to leave, you can also have folks leave after 5. Yes. Oh, yeah, we can see those separate tests. Best of luck, all advanced teams. We still have time. You can leave at 15 too. All right, quickly. I honestly don't remember the scores. Why don't we hear them one more time just to center us, and then
Sure.
we'll start.
Team A has 35 points, Team B has 70 points, and Team C has 25 points.
Awesome job, everyone. One more deep breath. All right, second half. Let's keep going. Toss up 11 for all teams. A son of Minos who drowned in a vat of
A1,
Glaucus is correct. Who drowned in a vat of honey, the foster father of Bellerophon, a Lycian leader who swapped armor with Diomedes, and a sea god who fell in love with Scylla, all shared what name? First bonus for Team A. What name was shared by the mother of Laomedon, the wife of Acrisius who bore him Danae, the wife of Creon who killed herself in grief after the death of her son Haemon, and the Thracian nymph who died on her wedding day?
Alright, you got it. You good? Alright, defer to Eric.
Eurydice is correct. Second bonus, what name was shared by a son of Pandion who along with his 50 sons rebelled against Aegeus, a Titan who was the father of Nike by Styx, a giant who was killed and flayed by Athena, and a companion of Athena whom she accidentally killed?
You sure about that? Yes. Alright, defer to Eric.
Alice is correct. 20 points on question 11. All right. Toss up 12 for all teams. Translate this sentence into English. Medicus captivum in carcere morient.
B2,
The doctor cured the prisoner in the prison.
That's not correct. All right, or B for A and C teams. Translate this sentence into English. Medicus captivum in carcere morientem visitabat. Translate this sentence into English. Medicus captivum in carcere morientem visitabat.
A3,
Okay, so, the doctor,
Please complete your answer.
the doctor was visiting the dying, captive, and the dying incarcerated captive.
I'm not going to take that. C1.
The doctor was visiting the dying captive in the prison.
Yes, that's what I was looking for. Yeah, so, and did need the prepositional phrase incarcerate, so yes, C, I will give you the bonus. All right, first bonus for Team C. Translate this sentence into English. Captivus magno cum dolore clamans, caput ad medicum sustulit.
Could you repeat the sentence?
Captivus magno cum dolore clamans, caput ad medicum sustulit. All right, I need you to start your answer.
The captive who experienced a great shouting was trying to talk to the doctor.
On the right track, this was the captive shouting with great pain, lifted his head to the doctor. All right, your second bonus. Translate this sentence into English. Medico egresso captivus alium diem vivet.
The aggressive doctors.
Could you repeat it?
Medico egresso captivus alium diem vivet. Answer, please.
After the doctor left, the captive or the prisoner lived all day.
Close. The prisoner will live another day. So that's 10 points on question 12 for Team C. All right. Toss up 13 for all teams. Though he won the battles of Cyzicus.
A2.
Licinius Lucullus.
That is correct. Cyzicus, Cabira, and Tigranocerta, what commander was recalled under the Lex Manilia, ending his campaign against Mithridates VI? Bonus 1. What Armenian king and ally of Mithridates did Lucullus defeat at Tigranocerta in 69 BC?
I'm like pretty sure the answer is Tyrannus. Tyrannus.
This is correct. Was the second or the correct? Your second bonus. What lieutenant of Lucullus was defeated at the Battle of Zela in 67 BC?
Sorry guys. It's Gaius Triarius. Alright. Gaius Triarius.
Nice try. All right, 20 points on question 13. Okay, we have a ruling from the moderator room on the Claudius poll care question. It does have to be Claudius, so Claudius is the difference. All right, so scores stand as originally announced. Toss up 14 for all teams. In Aeschylus's play, 7 Against Thebes, this man carries a shield with the Sphinx devouring Thebans, whereas Euripides says that the same man's shield depicts his mother firing an arrow at a wild boar. Name this man, one of the 7 Against Thebes.
A1.
Parthenopaeus is correct. One of the 7 Against Thebes, most often said to be the son of Atalanta and Hippomenes. Your first bonus for Team A. The expedition of the 7 Against Thebes was able to take place because Polynices had bribed which lady with the necklace of Harmonia?
You feel good about that? Alright, defer to Eric.
Could you spell that, please? And let me get your spelling, please. You're on the right track. So usually it's pronounced Eriphyle. You need all those syllables. So Eriphle. Very closely. Your second bonus. What son of Parthenopaeus and member of the Epigony shares a name with Jason's younger brother?
Can you repeat?
What son of Parthenopaeus and member of the Epigony shares a name with Jason's younger brother? Answer, please.
I defer to Eric.
I need your answer. All right, I'm hearing no answer. So this was Promachus. That's a pretty deep cut on Promachus. All right, That is 10 points on question 14 for team A. Toss-up 15, the visual toss-up. Please do not open the visual until you are instructed to do so. Each of you will get your own copy in an envelope. It's a pretty exciting time for us. If you saw visuals, couldn't get more exciting. Okay. So, do we all have our visuals? You may now open the visual. You now have 10 seconds to inspect the visual. This is an example of Roman epigraphy.
B2.
Affixio.
That is not correct. This is an example of Roman epigraphy and its abbreviated nature. To what group, abbreviated by DM at the top of the stone, is Albia Nereus commended?
A4.
The spirits of the dead.
Yeah, I'll take that. Or Dis Monibus, the spirits of the dead. Your first bonus for Team A. How old was Albia Nereus when she died?
I think LX is 60, right? Because we all feeling good about 60, like my age. All right. Okay. 60.
60 is correct. Second bonus. Provide the full Latin and English for one of the two phrases abbreviated at the bottom of the stone.
Can you repeat?
Provide the full Latin and English for one of the two phrases abbreviated at the bottom of the stone.
All right. Defer to you.
Sit, tibi, terra, lois, may the earth rest lightly upon you.
That is correct. The other one was HS, peak sepulchre. You're welcome. All right, that is 20 points on. Oh, you can keep those. Oh, show it to the audience. Come on, everybody. Ah! Can you show the live stream real quick for the folks at home? That wraps us toss-up 15 with 20 points for Team A. Let's get a score check. This would, after the score check, let's get anyone else who needs to leave for advance to head out quickly and quickly.
Team A has 105 points, Team B has 70 points, and Team C has 35 points.
Awesome. All right, let's get respectful silence one more time for our last 5 questions. 4 questions, quick score check. I'd ask no one leaves at that time, and we'll go quickly into the last question, assuming there's no major challenges. Hope I didn't jinx myself. So, toss-up 16 for all teams. Quale animal est? Hoc animal per rura compostque volat, flores petens, spina acri.
C1.
Opus?
Opus is correct. Spina acri te venerare potest, nectar rapit, et imel duce transfert. Your first bonus for Team C. Quale animal est? Hoc animal minimum est. Ei caseum consumere placet. Feles magnopere hoc animal consumere volt.
Mouse?
Sorry, I need a Latin answer, so moose. Very close. Bonus 2. Quale animal est? Hoc animal in aqua terraque habitat, et optime salire potest. Non nulli homines crura huius animalis consumere solent. Muscas ex aere lingua longissima capit.
Could you repeat?
Quale animal est? Hoc animal in aqua terraque habitat, et optime salire potest. Non nulli homines crura huius animalis consumere solent. Muscas ex aere lingua longissima capit. Answer, please.
Tortoise?
Knock, this is a rana or a frog.
Oh.
All right, so 10 points on question 16 for Team C. Also, since the score check, I've heard a little bit more noise in the audience and from the other teams. I would please ask everyone to just hold it in. Only a couple more questions, and we're excited. But I want to make sure every team has the ability to focus. Toss-up 17 for all teams. Having been adopted by the king of Mysia, Teuthras, what son of Heracles and
A1.
Telephus.
Telephus is correct. Heracles and Algae approached Achilles in disguise and then demanded that Achilles heal the wound that he had inflicted. Bonus 1. Who figured out that it was in fact Achilles' spear and not Achilles that had inflicted the wound, and thus was the thing that could heal it?
Okay. Defer to Eric.
Odysseus.
Odysseus is correct. First, second bonus. Which son of Polynices was killed by Telephus in a prelude to the Trojan War, forcing the Greeks to return to their ships and their homes?
Sorry, could you repeat?
Which son of Polynices was killed by Telephus in a prelude to the Trojan War, forcing the Greeks to return to their ships and their homes?
Right, then you can go with Amar.
Answer, please.
Defer to Eric.
Thersander.
Very good. All right, 20 points on question 17. Toss-up 8 for all teams. 8 plus 10 for all teams. Consider the sentence, ugly horns still make beautiful music. Using turpus, give the Latin for ugly.
A3.
It should be, Terpes cornus.
That's not correct.
B2.
Turbia cordus.
That's not correct. I'll repeat for C team. Consider the sentence, ugly horns still make beautiful music. Using turpus, give the Latin for ugly horns, which is the nominative plural.
C1.
Corny turpi.
You're all on the right track. Cornu is a neuter fourth declension, so it's Turpia cornua. So no points on question 18. All right. Toss up 19 for all teams. When recognized by the spotter, perform or describe the following command. Simula actiones tonsoris capillos secantis. When recognized by the spotter,
A3.
I'm cutting someone's hair.
I'll take that. Actions and description. Okay. So, yes, I finished the question. So moving on to bonus 1. Now perform or describe this command. Simulate actiones pistorum panem e fornice extrahentium.
Could you repeat that?
Now perform or describe this command. Simulate actiones pistorum panem e fornice extrahentium.
Alright, and two. Simulate.
Answer, please.
Alright, defer to Caden.
I'm making bread.
I cannot take that. So I needed multiple people, and the action was specifically extracting or taking bread out of the oven. Alright, bonus 2. Now perform or describe this command. Simulate actiones unius magistrae docentis et aliquorum discipulorum dormientium.
Can you repeat, please?
Now perform or describe this command. Simulate actiones unius magistrae docentis et aliquorum discipulorum dormentium.
Students are sleeping. Act like a teacher. Students are sleeping.
I heard Simulate.
Answer, please.
Okay, so that's all like.
Defer to Caden.
Alright, we'll do it. Okay, so we're gonna do what our teacher does. So we're gonna like wake someone up, and we're gonna just get up,
Get up.
get up, get up.
Oh, I'm awake now.
I don't think I can take that, so I needed a single teacher and multiple students. So one teacher teaching, multiple students. So I distinctly saw 2 teachers, 1 student, and 1 spectator, I would say. So very close. That's 10 points on the question, and lots of fun for all the folks back home, which is most important. All right, let us get a score check after 19. Please don't leave the room. We just have 1 question left, and then we'll wrap up this round.
Team A 135, Team B 70, Team C 45.
All right. All right, any other challenges to resolve? I believe I haven't heard of anything else controversial. All right, let's go into toss-up 20 for all teams. In what region, because of ineffectual campaigns led by the Senate from 17 to 20 AD, did Tiberius take charge of military operations against the desert?
B3,
Germany?
That's not correct.
A2,
Answer, please.
Parthia?
This, no, it's not correct. All right, I'll repeat for CT. In what region, because of ineffectual campaigns led by the Senate from 17 to 20 AD, did Tiberius take charge of military operations against the deserter Tacfarinas? In what region, because of ineffectual campaigns led by the Senate from 17 to 20 AD, did Tiberius take charge of military operations against the deserter Tacfarinas?
C1,
Numidia?
That's correct. Your first bonus for Team C. What legate of Tiberius trapped Tacfarinas in a network of small field fortifications, but was recalled before the final victory?
Oh, I don't even know where Tactarina is.
Gaius Claudius.
This is a guy named Unius Blysus. And your second bonus, what imperial legate, the uncle of Sejanus, ultimately defeated and put Tacfarinas to death circa 24 AD?
Do you know where?
Axel.
Pater.
No, not that. Gaius Claudius?
This is a Cornelius, his name's Dolabella. Cornelius Dolabella. All right, that's 10 points on question 20 for Team C. Let's get our final score check.
Team A 135, Team B 70, and Team C 55.
I'd like to say excellent competition, excellent sportsmanship on everyone's part. Team A will be advancing to the final round. Thank you all for playing, and best of luck.